I heard it.
Didn't see any options for whether it's downloaded or whatever. No, the way it worked was it actually automatically does a bunch of stuff, pops it up, and you're supposed to save it to where you. It's a little tricky, but I captured it. All
Okay.
right. So it's WIKISPEED, October the 3rd, 2024. Go ahead.
Okay, it's Michael Ultrix. That's from Canada. Excuse me. For this past week, I got a little bit of stuff done on the Adept tank kit. I thought it was a Sunfounder tank kit, but it's actually an Adept tank kit. So I got the bottom part with the camera made, and I was not able to summon the patience to get the robot arm working. I took a video of the tank working, driving, moving the camera, but I have to figure out how to stitch those two together so that we can have a video that shows what happens when you push the various buttons. And I edited a video from last week, the week before, showing me installing the Windows version of Docker. It took me 4 tries, I think, but I edited it together, and it kind of works with articulated robotics tutorial. It just replaces the part where he says, do all this stuff to work it in Ubuntu. I have an 8-minute video that shows how to do it in Windows 10, and then you would go back to following the tutorial from Articulated Robotics. That's about all I got done this week. Next week, I am hoping to edit the video for the tank and for the tank demo and post it. Oh, sorry. What did I miss?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Okay. If Lawrence gets further on the Sunfounder Ross stuff, I'll try and match that, and basically try and get Docker running on the Raspberry Pi. I'm not sure how much effort that's going to be, but we're going to try and get it done. On the Maslin 4, I have to get my workspace set up in the garage, which means I have to empty the garage, so I've got some cleanup to do. And then I have a couple of things that I want to do on the Polaris project before I move it out of the garage. And my wife has some Christmas signs that I should be starting on if they're actually going to get done for Christmas. And blocks. COVID, I should be almost done here shortly, and then we're going to be going back to chasing the grandson around, watching hockey and baseball and stuff like that. We weren't able to do that for the last 10 days because we had COVID. Back to you.
Okay. Hi, David.
Oh.
Hello.
Do you want to do a stand up, or should I go ahead with mine and then you'll join with crosstalk?
You talking to me?
Yes, David. He's asking if you want to do a stand up, or you're
Okay.
going to
Well, briefly, I've been working on last couple of days. I've been working on an automatic watering system for a friend that tests the moisture of soil and automatically turns on a pump, solar powered pump to water the plants when they get, this is a guy I'm also been doing some work with my own hydroponic equipment and everything. So last week it's basically been working with hydroponics and things like that. So I was printing lots and lots of project boxes, the little boxes. As long as I was doing a project box for that, I decided to print about a dozen more of them or something for lots of different projects. So I'll always have them ready, when I do.
Yep. Don't you have them in stock so you don't have to print them out and wait for it.
Right.
So then normally we do coming week. What do you expect to do next weekend and anything that's blocking?
Next weekend?
Uh,
Next week?
what's happening in the coming week that more along the line of if you have bandwidth to do anything on this on WIKISPEED or and anything that's blocking.
I don't understand what you're talking about, the blocking. I, I'm not quite sure I understand what you're asking.
So the format of stand-up is, what did I do last week? What am I going to do this week? And is there anything that is blocking me from doing stuff that somebody on the call might be able to help with?
Well, nobody can help me with it. I've been uh, kind of tied up with doctor's appointments or something today. I had an eye doctor appointment where they poked me in the eye and all that stuff, and I'm really feeling exhausted because of that, and plus not getting much sleep. Monday I had surgery for skin cancer and everything, and so and so next week I will be getting some of the stitches out from a surgery the week before that for some other skin cancer. And so basically medical problems are sort of kind of delaying me and everything. Uh, but I don't think there's anything that anybody here could be helping me with.
Fair enough.
Great. Okay. I see we got somebody else. Rex, can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi. Have you been on WIKISPEED before? Or are you new to it?
Well, it's been a long time. I just
Yeah.
got this meeting notice on my calendar forever, and I keep putting it off. And I'm just curious if you guys are still meeting. I can't believe it. You're still here.
Yeah. Yeah. Their name looked familiar. Yeah, we're doing a stand-up right now. Our car is now a little wagon,
Oh, okay.
a little robot wagon. Or rather, the project we're working on is a little robot wagon.
Nice.
Yeah. So, did you want to do the usual what I did last week, what's coming week, and blocks, or do you want to just join that after crosstalk?
I'll just join crosstalk. I mean, I don't know what I've done in
Cool.
regard to this. Probably not much.
Cool. Okay.
I joined the meeting. That's something.
Well, I'll go. So it's just Lauren. Oh, hey, I recognize you.
Yeah.
Lauren Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada. Past week, I actually revived another of my old laptops or another. So this is kind of good because I'm instead of buying new computers, I've got an i7 that's 11 years old, and the battery doesn't work, but I can plug it in, and now I have a little waterproof camping power bank, and I tested it last night, and it ran for a 2-hour Linux meeting. So I have a Chromebook I've been using as a laptop, but I can't really it doesn't have a full kind of terminal window. It's a little tricky using the terminal window, so I wanted to revive my old one so I can use that and actually have another platform to put containers and robots on. So I got the information I needed to do that, and I tested it I can run it off my power block for a few hours, and then I've been watching the videos, and I just spent a half an hour. Oh yeah, and I spent a lot of time switching to Zoom from Jitsi because people we have a feeling that people tried to join us, but it's a little bit of a learning curve and a little
Yeah,
tricky.
I think that's why I tried to join before, a while ago,
Wow.
and it wasn't getting in, so I just kind of gave up until today. I don't
Paid
know.
off. Really good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a lot of trouble last time with that other system you were using.
Yeah.
I was much more familiar with the Zoom, and I remember it took me like an hour or something to get on finally.
Yeah. So coming week, I did spend an hour getting back into the Docker tutorials, and I want to finish those. And I've been watching a lot of the ROS, trying to get right back to ROS because I'd like to go. It's important to us. We're trying to get something that is easy to just hand a container to somebody, and we'll all be on the same page. So we figured that was worth doing. So we've been doing a lot of that. I'll finish the stand-up part, which is blocks I have are health problems also. I'm dealing with maybe a sports injury, but it's unknown. I've been ultrasounded, but they still don't know. So, but it's not too ominous. I don't think it's something really bad, but it's annoying. And so that's the block. And so we'll go back to Michael for retro.
Okay, I got 5 points done. I was actually expecting to get 4 done, so I have to give myself a 10 out of 10. And team, I'm going to give a 10 because we've got 2 extra people on this week. No process improvement. I guess, am I handing back to you, Lauren, or are we going to?
Goes to David next.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Well,
yours if you want to rate us, basically.
rate you or rate me?
Oh well,
Both.
optional. So you can do either.
Well, I've been making some progress with this automated watering system that I'm doing for my friends, and so I give myself a high rating for that. And I've also been doing a bit of work on my own hydroponic systems. So not as much as I'd like to get done, but because it always seems, there's always something that comes up. I got to mow the lawn or go to the doctor or whatever the case. But at least I feel like I'm making some progress. So I'd probably give myself an 8 or 9.
Cool. Okay. So I'm going to do 10. Go with 10 and 10 for me and the team, and process improvement. Keep reaching out actually, or start to reach out and maybe updating the website. A thing I forgot to mention was I'm helping somebody with in a campaign they're in with their website, and they use Wix, and I've been meaning to get up to date on Wix. I think the only thing I know is web. So and then I have a question for Crosstalk about that. But let's go into Crosstalk, and I'm going to, because of there's a lot of catching up, I'm going to end the recording here also, so I remember to end it and capture the stuff so far. So party.